Ladies and gentlemen, we are back with episode number 9 of A Road to $1 Billion. Now, I hope that you guys are all having a wonderful day. We are currently up to, I played a little bit offline, and we are up to $841 million. Now, jumping into a game, I've learned a couple things about bankroll management, so we're going to start with stakes like this. We'll get into that in a minute. Anyway, to kind of vent out here on what I'm frustrated by, we are dealing with trying to solve a speeding ticket that's literally completely wrong. Like, my license plate number is wrong, and anytime that they're really wrong on like a ticket, it gets thrown out. But basically, they're trying to make me do multiple court dates for a speeding ticket that's like going to be like thrown away. Again, the speeding ticket is for 5 over, which is not very fast. So I'm sitting here literally dealing with a speeding ticket that's random. I spent the other day, like 2 days ago, I sat on a meeting for about 3 hours on a Zoom meeting with the judge. And basically it was just explaining that like that day they're not going to do anything. That's pretty much all that happened. And yeah, man, it's honestly like just so frustrating. And I've dealt with like other things. I don't know if you guys no, but when you so 4, we could use a 5 here. We got a pair of 8s. I just hate dealing with things that have like no effective like outcome. Like, it's like, okay, I got a speeding ticket. Now I know I don't have to pay the speeding ticket because there's nothing there. I don't want anybody to call this. If they do call it, they're gonna pay for it. But are you thinking about it? It's a bad idea. I'd fold. Sweet. But yeah, man, it's so frustrating paying for things that have no value. And it's like, I know I'm not going to have to pay this speeding ticket. I shouldn't have got a speeding ticket for going 5 over. I really thought I was going more like 3, but whatever. And it's my first speeding ticket I've ever had. It's like, come on, bro, you're going to pull somebody over for going 5 over. And it was on my way to work at FedEx, which is 4:53 in the morning. So it's like, come on, bro. Like, let's not waste anybody's time here, dude. Like, it's not worth it there. But brand new cop, misspelled my name, put the wrong license plate number, didn't tell me how he got my speed. So yeah, just kind of a joke, man, but that's okay. I think we're drawing dead here. Pair of 9s. Interesting. Well, again, we didn't play high enough for the bluff, so I can see how that didn't work out for us. And again, also, so the other thing that I'm pissed off about is I'm dealing with this real money. So basically, with real money poker, you have to transfer your money to like Bitcoin, or that's like the quote unquote easiest way. You transfer it to Bitcoin first, and then from Bitcoin you can then transfer it to the poker, and then from poker you transfer it from like your poker money to Bitcoin, and then Bitcoin to like a Bitcoin, like, you know, crypto.com, Gemini, like there's a bunch of like different like brokers for crypto, and then you transfer it from that like crypto.com whatever to your, you know, Coinbase, all those random ones that I'm sure you guys have heard of, to your bank. And that's how you make money. Well, I'm trying to transfer it, but crypto.com is just sitting here politely holding my money for, it's been like 11 days just not doing anything. Like, it's so frustrating. I just want to become a millionaire. Do you mind like not slowing me down? I get it takes time, but I've been doing this for like the last like 3 weeks. I'm just not used to, I literally like trading stocks, doing all that like other stuff. Even I feel like buying a house in this day and age takes less than 2 weeks, dude. Like, it really is. Like, you pretty much get everything set up for the most part inside of 2 weeks. I don't know why this, you know, transferring a small amount of money is taking so long, but whatever, man. Sometimes you just got to roll with the punches, I guess, and hope that things will kind of turn out a little bit better. But it definitely is. It's definitely nice and slow, man. 4-5. If we get a 6, 7, 8, that would be solid. See if we can rise up this pot. Make sure everybody that wants to be participating is going to have the capital to be involved here. Pair of eights. I'm going to go 8.5, 9.5. That's fine. Should be able to bluff this hand out. All right, we're going to bluff it out. Wow, you really called. That's crazy. Damn. All right. Well, I don't know why that person called with what, sevens and then something on the river, like not even top pair. That's why the shit pisses me off, because these lower level players just literally have no idea how to, like, they're cool with calling, like you're pretty much going all in with a pair of sevens. Like, that blows my mind. Should probably, yeah, I'm kind of not even sure why you're calling that. I'm going to find a new table. I'm not interested in that. Those people are wild boys. I don't really, I mean, I think playing the sit and go tournaments can be good, but we'll talk about bankroll management probably in episode 9. I don't know that this episode is the best for that, but we're already doing good. I'm pretty happy with the spot we're sitting here. So I do want to practice my bluffs and my bets a little bit. And we'll kind of focus on that. I know we usually have an objective per every episode. Probably not the best hand to bluff here. I'm going to fold out, and we'll try and get some good cards and see if we can kind of make some decent raises out of position and see if we can win some pots that we have no business winning. 34, really thinking about it. Trip 10s with a king, yes sir. That'll be a W. 2 queen, this is a decent enough hand to bluff, so we'll try and bluff here a little bit. Start off, we got the $1 million. I want to try and kind of get people out first. So we'll bet like a hefty amount, probably like 10. That should get a couple people to fold early. Maybe you call, maybe you don't. You should fold. And we got 2 people. Now, this is where we go with a little bit higher. We'll go 28. Okay. We weren't really out of position there, but that was good. Now what we're going to do, we'll play this soft. Because now we made some good money. We fully recovered. So now we don't really need to bluff anything crazy. Otherwise, they'll catch on. Now, ideally, if this hand we can get a flush with an ace, that's going to be ideal. If not, I think I got to call out here. You don't want to call anything crazy. The idea that this guy's going to go in with 26 million, if he doesn't have, yeah, he has a 7. We would have folded up with 2 pair. We know that that guy's kind of not smart. Have to respect that. This is a good play. This we'll try and play value here. As long as we can get something. King 10 is definitely a hand we'll call. We'll probably even call a bit of a raise here, but ideally we don't want to. That's perfect. I'm pretty sure a small bet will probably scare everybody off here. Playing a bit out of position, but we'll go 3 million. This probably scares everybody off. Because it looks like a value bet. Yep, so that's good to know too. If I would have went a little bit crazier, I'm sure people would have probably folded as well. But because it was so small, I think people looked at it like a value bet and were like, oh, okay, we're out. We were able to win that hand. So it's important to know how to bluff as well. You know, do you always bluff just going with a lot of money? No, because that could have looked easily like a bluff. And although we weren't bluffing, we were playing for that that random hand there. So Now I know that guy doesn't typically have anything, however, neither do we. And he got the ace. Interesting. Interesting call there. We'll make the fold here. This just lets them know that maybe we don't have the best hand. I do believe I can probably value out, I don't know, 150 out of this. Probably 50 million out of this lobby. We don't need a lot of time either. We're only at 10 minutes and we're up. I think, I think we're down totally on the day, but that's okay. I think sitting at a table for 20 minutes, this is really where you learn how to play poker. And again, we'll talk about bankroll management probably in the next episode, going over how you guys, like, if you do decide to get into it, how should you be kind of figuring out your money, etc. And I'm really just putting in a ton of hours into researching, studying the game, learning the game a little bit better. 61 million. Again, it's just the problem with Zynga poker is that it's a lot of somewhat real games and a lot of all-ins with probably like fives. And that's just the name of this game a little bit, which is kind of annoying. 8-2 suited. Nothing there. I don't think we got anything. That's a good card for us. We'll go ahead and bet $1 million there. Should be a calls all the way around the table. Damn, somebody's in trouble. Interesting. 3 clubs. Go 4. I think we have somewhat value. Not a lot. Nice. Okay. So now we got a good hand. I think for this hand, the way I want to play this is I want to be like, you got to have something decent if you want to play. So we're going to go 8. Nothing crazy, but definitely like, yo, you're going to have it somewhat of a hand if you want to decide to play me. I think this person decides to show down. And we get pretty bad flop. Shouldn't help. Another 8. Nice. We end up surviving that one, not with much happening there. And we're looking pretty good so far, to be honest. We've already accumulated 1.64 billion. And again, I think that the name of this game is just playing nice and slow. Somebody's already up to 16 billion. I don't know why, again, it says that I won a pot of... so what? Queen? That's an interesting call. It's a bit aggressive from this player. I think that this player is smart and wants to play big cards, but is not fully aware of, how the card rankings work. I think that this person's a bit novelist and doesn't really understand yet, and it looks like that's the case. And doesn't really understand value too much. Maybe plays a little bit of poker, but I don't think is very good. So I think with a good hand, you really could take them pretty heavy. We'll check out. No reason. We have 0 showdown value. We're not going to call the million. It's not worth it. But I do think I could take this girl up on the top right for 100 mil easily with a good hand. I think they're somewhat smart, but I don't think they're too worried about what happens. So million, 2 million. I don't think I'm interested with the Jack 3 on another mill. Again, I don't think it's too much. I just don't know that this hand's going to value up very well. Could have maybe played the bluff there. But that's okay. $3 million. Now, I don't have a read really on these two bottom guys too much. I don't really know what they're doing. King 2, we can potentially play a bit of a... Potentially play a bluff game here a little bit. Maybe. Now, again, with the 10, I don't know that it's that good. So, I'm cool with nobody really calling this again or one other person calling this. I don't want too many people calling this. So, that's perfect for us. Check there. Check there. And we'll go with 13. Should be a fold. Perfect. Jack 2. So again, bluffed up there. Got to be confident with your bluffs. I think that you've got to have an understanding of what you want to do before. So we're up to almost 130. Playing some, again, I don't want to be too passive. I don't want to play too slow. I also kind of want to play different levels. So the next time I do bet like that will probably be slightly less aggressive and will be with a good hand. So the next time we're going to bet that same way, bet on the flip or bet on the before the flop, like here. This is a hand we'll play that exact same way. But this time we'll play a little bit less, hoping that we do get more than one caller. This is, again, a good enough value that more than likely we won't get more than one, but I'm hoping to go here. So we got a queen. I'm going to go 4. All right, now this is where we trap. We're going to make a check. Should be a bet coming our way. It's not. We're going to put them all in. And he's calling. And we're going to win with trip queens. Now we're going to now that they're like, "Oh, okay." So that reconfirms our bluffs a little bit, saying, "Oh, he isn't value betting, or he's playing like good hands that way." So now they're like even more uncertain of like, "Okay, that's a full house trip queens. Like, we do need to be cautious." Like, we can't just play this guy super crazy, and we can't just necessarily call because we could end up getting folded quickly here. And I think that this is really like kind of the strongest method here to play in. So we are up on chips. And Queen 4. We'll play this one safe, and we'll see if maybe we can pair up the queen. Maybe we can drop a sneaky little flush here. We'll kind of have to wait and see what happens. 4 million's worth it for me. Again, that's a low bet if you didn't want anybody to call. Okay, we got 4. We need a 5th heart. The likeliness of us getting a 5th heart is pretty strong. So we'll pay this one off. We'll really try and play here for the flop and not go crazy. I'm really hoping that heart comes in. It doesn't land. So we won't bet anything more here. I figured I was just seeing, again, I figured somebody had a 9, somebody had an 8. I wasn't playing to win that hand. I was hoping that I could sneak out of there with a heart and then, again, let that bet come in. But it didn't happen for us. That's okay. We know that this guy is usually only playing good hands. Again, I didn't expect it. I didn't expect to win that unless I got the heart, obviously. I was just going to play, see if I could get the heart to land. If the heart lands, I figure, yeah, maybe he has trip 9s, anything like that. I'm going to get the flush. But he had the full house anyway, so technically that wasn't the best. But that's what I figured. I guess I figured if I had the flush, I beat the full house, which I don't. So either way, I shouldn't have paid that off, I suppose. But that's okay. We'll see if we can make a little bit of money back here with 3 million. Hopefully everybody calls this 3 million. Hopefully we get a couple decent enough hands that are willing to call this. I don't want one caller again. Perfect. Please call. It's not the best hand for us. 12.5. Think we're drawing dead here. I think I'm good to get out. All in? No, okay. So he doesn't have a jack. So he's bluffing. So the top left guy has got nothing. This all in call here is bogus. Oh, he did have a jack. Oh, he trapped. Interesting. Okay, didn't see that at all. I would have got destroyed there. I really thought after the check. Okay. We're going to have to value bet here a little bit more heavy again. This is a good hand. I think we can kind of make our same style of play. Hopefully we can get more than one. Now, potentially, a little too much on the bet. Yep. Okay. 8-6. So now they're scared. They're scared with a decent bet. Nothing crazy, but just a little bit of a bet. They don't want to play along. This could be a potential very good lowest pair. Nothing there. Bet $1 million because we got something. Quick snap call from him. 2. If we can get a diamond to sneak out there on the end, we'll be all right. I don't think anybody's going to see the diamond if it lands. And it doesn't land for us. I want to see if I can sneak this pot. Please fold. He's going to call. He landed the ace. Damn. Good hand. We got kind of beat there a little bit. We are a little bit up at this table, which is nothing more I could really ask for, I guess. I'd like to see something a little bit better, though, man. Plan for that other club. Doesn't land for us. I'm going to assume a solid bet here comes out. 10+ million. Yep. We're not getting any hands that I love yet. We'll play maybe one hand here. We'll see if we can get something else. We'll just make this call. This will be our last hand if we can't bluff it out. Maybe we'll play one after this one and just see what we can get. I'm hoping that the flop is decent enough for us. $4 million maybe looks like a bit of a value bet. I think the straight looks pretty sneaky here. I don't know if anybody's going to see the 10 queen, but I know I wouldn't. But again, we should be able to sneak this hand out. And that's the straight. Should feel enticed to call. Put them all in. Oh, he beats us with a slightly higher straight. Damn, we also had the queen. All right, that's cool. Whatever. It's the way it goes sometimes. We had the straight. He had king, queen. I didn't expect him to have the king, queen, though. But yeah, we didn't lose too much money, so it's a GG's episode. Pretty, nothing too crazy.